All right, there it is. There's the multi-stream. And it's gone. All right. All right. Now we are pick. We are back. We are back. We are back. All right. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, we're gonna go over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on putting all the hoppers in first, because I just want to make sure that we get everything put in that we have in our inventory. We're gonna need to put a lot of different things in, so we're not gonna necessarily fully put the sword stuff in, but like we'll be putting a lot of the sword stuff in. All right. Do, 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 do. All right. I can't read. Now, why do you have? Oh, you're locked. You're locked. Got it. That's why. Oh, what's up, Stargazer? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, we're gonna throw this in. Dirty sheen, dirty sheen, dirty sheen. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we got rid of all the hoppers that we had. Oh, we got more hoppers. Some more hoppers out of here. Da, da, da. Full. We're really just gonna take as many. What's up, username? How you doing? We're gonna do as many of these hoppers right away as we can. Just because the more we get done, the better it'll be. the easier it will be. So. We are working on a bank that will pretty much be an item sorter. So it's 16 units high, if you want to call it that. So, yo, Briar. Yeah, we are so close to 300. Let's go. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. Plus, for the first time ever, having actual sound alerts on the TikTok, which is a W. I hope that came through. So. If it didn't, that's really awkward. So. But all my testing I did earlier, it looked like it was coming through. So. Trying to do this as I go, just because it's a lot easier to do it as you go versus at the end when you got to go through and do all that. Oh my gosh, Briar, why don't? Never mind. We're also at 125 likes. Let's go. This world has been active since 2021. I've updated it all the way. So sometimes there's just too many builds. You can't take that risk. So sometimes you just got to take the risk, though. Especially when you want to be a content creator and you think you need to have all the cool new stuff like a happy guest. Oh my gosh. Oh, what's up, Emily? I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm listening to a podcast. Otherwise, I usually have somebody like Crowder going. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. No Wi-Fi and not updating. That's interesting. Hmm. All right. All right. Chia. I am really happy to see though that the YouTube chat is coming through, so that I am really happy about. All right. Wonderful. What'll be really fun is going through and figuring out how to make this all work. Hmm. All right. Fly up. Fly up. All right. Hmm. Whoopsie-daisy. She accidentally put too high. All right. Wonderful. Want to verify. All of these have those in. They do. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What's up, Zonk? How you doing? How you doing, Zonk? Hmm. Yo. You know, you think after all this time I'd move my bed over here, but my bed's missing. My bed's missing. I don't know where my bed went. Yo, what's up, Noble? How you doing? Bonk. Ah! Yeah, you too, raccoon. You too. I a monk. Okay. Yo, Jackson, thank you so much for the rose. Yo, username 64,000. Thank you so much for the follow. So what we need to do now, Yo, Crystal, thank you for the follow. We are so close to 300 now. We are needing wood like no other. I actually don't need to record because I don't have music playing on the streams. Wonderful. All right. I guess I don't need to do that. You know, I really need to remember to empty out my inventory before I do something like this. Because otherwise, it's just for nothing. Really just for nothing. And I have the shulkers for it, but I don't do it. Why? Because I don't know. I do not know. I wish I did, but I don't. I don't. Yo, we're at 500 likes. Let's go. Hmm. I complicate things when I don't need to. All right. Oh, and now we go blow up. We're gonna need to be here for a while. We are gonna need to be here for a while. So, here's the issue. We have like a ton of wonderful. Yo, what's up, Thailand? How you doing? Yo. So we're gonna need to do this because we're gonna need a lot more wood. Also, if you're confused, I am doing a streaming on 3 separate platforms, so need to double check my Twitch just to verify. Just to verify. Here. I'm gonna do that just in case if we have somebody come by on the purple app and I don't see it for whatever reason. So oh my gosh. There's so many leaves. So many leaves. Mm-hmm. On the bright side, we're going to need to break leaves all the way to the bottom. Mm-hmm. You know how awkward it would be if I hadn't cleared that out? I've done that before. I have done that before. It was not pretty when I did that. Right. All right. Ba 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 ba. Da da da. Appears I'm already here. That was a drop. That was a bit of a drop. No, that was really close. That was almost really, really bad. You know, the trees sometimes get a little too tall. Ba, 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 ba. Hmm. What? What? Oh. Da 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 dun. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. What's up, Zen? What's up, Zen? How you doing? What's up? Give you an idea of what we're doing right now. We are actually working on putting together a whole bunch of chests for a sorting system. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You're technically watching a YouTube video in progress. Workings of a YouTube video in progress. All right. So to give you an idea, we need to have 32 chests. 32 chests for every stack, and we have about 80. So, yeah. All right. What? So pretty much every stack is like full thing. What we need. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. I think that would put us halfway. I think that would put us halfway. What we're gonna do is actually we're gonna go back and grab a empty shulker. I'm gonna go grab a shulker. Mailman, what do you need help with? What do you need help with? Help. What? What are you asking? Are you asking for suggestions on steel toes? Because I think yeah, dude. It is so hard to find wide boots. What's up? A YouTuber make a video with no sound? I'm trying to do that right now, honestly. It is so hard. I need that. Don't need that. I don't need that. Or that. Okay. Oh, do you, I guess? Alright. I wanted that. Also gonna get rid of all these chests while we're here. That way we know how many more we need. I was really just chilling. Yeah. This world has been around for a very long time. I've had it for 5 years. So yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. Some people call me a hoarder. Yo, Lieutenant Frodo, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, it's each been a good world. Oh, Afros, thank you so much for all on the live. Definitely for liking the live. Why did I say follow? Whatever. It is definitely been a journey on making this. And this isn't even the real. This isn't even the semi-completed base. So Soft, thank you so much for liking the live. But yeah. Yeah, it is. But really only like 2 years of playtime, so yeah. This build I started Thursday, Tuesday, and we're only like 7-8 hours into it, so thank you so much for the subscribe. It actually means the world. We're working to get to 500 right now and then go up from there. So yeah, Aaron, like I still got to go blow up trees. I got about 87 slots, I want to say. So yeah. I got like 87 slots here, and they're all 16 highs, so it's really not the worst thing I've ever done. So at one point, Aaron, I hate to inform you, for me this is small. Yeah. No, I have a base where all of the quartz I got from trading with villagers. So yeah. I'm working towards 500 subs on the Red app. I'm working towards 300 followers on TikTok, and Twitch is just kind of, yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's an improvement. That's an improvement, though. Like, I think the best thing you can do as a builder is just being willing and able to recognize when something doesn't look good. Last week we actually destroyed a build that was in this town because I every time I looked at it, I hated it. So but once you get used to building stuff, you get really you start picking up the pace on it. So like all this redstone and stuff took like 30 minutes. So the hardest thing is quite literally just gathering the wood for all the chests. Once I do that, it'll be pretty simple. So but I also need, yeah. Well, one day at a time, we'll take it one day at a time, and once I hit 1,000, I do not care about that number anymore. So 500 is the first benchmark, so we're going for that. Oh yeah, the gas are so helpful. The gas are so helpful. Those 3 indented spots I placed all around here with my happy guest. It makes building so much easier in the sky. So, oh yeah. I also don't. I don't like looking at numbers when it comes to like the Red app, when it comes to TikTok, when it comes to the Purple app, because it just like if you spend your time looking at numbers, you're gonna get bogged down by it. So far, at least in inventory file. So yeah. Aaron, to give you an idea of where I'm at on this world, diamonds mean nothing to me. Like it sounds really bad, but sounds really bad to say, but like that's kind of the way it is. Like this world's been going on 5 years. Diamonds are pretty valuable then. If you're a weekend, it's pretty valuable. I'm on week 272. I don't know. Something like that. So yeah. Like I said, this is a small build. This is, yeah. I'm building a city. So I'm building a city, so this is just this is going to be the bank. I was thinking about making a post office, but Aaron and I do too. I actually was burnt out on this game for the longest of times, and now I'm kind of burnt out on the other game I was playing, so we're doing this now. And this isn't even, like, there's a reason I call this a small build. So, once I get through these 2.5 stacks of chests, I can actually go show you what I mean by that. Because I might have more wood there that I can use, so... Yeah. Yeah, maybe not Roblox, but it's been a long time since I played Valorant, and I never really got into Marvel Rivals. I play Apex a lot, so, and I've gotten into Tarkov recently, but no. I've actually thought about doing a hardcore series like on Fridays. But no, this is but not nearly my biggest build. This is my biggest storage system, but it's not my biggest build. Like that. But we can go look at my biggest build. I'm actually in this world destroying a mountain, or in this area. Tearing out a mountain over there, and I'll be probably tearing out that mountain too. I think a big thing about not getting burned out is just being able to switch up and do multiple things and like actually complete things. So a big thing with this is like I'm seeing all the chests go in and doing all the chests and like completing it. So I think that really helps, just cutting up all the really big tasks into smaller manageable things. So when I fly back over to this other side, like I'm cutting out that mountain in sections. I'm not trying to do everything. I'm not going over the top. I'm just cutting out in sections so I can actually see. So yeah. But my biggest build is actually we are on the roof. We are on the roof. It's this build we're in right now. And being inside really doesn't do it justice. So yeah. There's a reason why I say what we're working on is not, and you can see it's rendering in back there, is not a big build. So, and I'm not even done with this one. But yeah. This building right here was actually my first build on this world. That was my believed mega build at the time. That was like my third build. And then I started this guy to enclose my mob farm. And when I started laying it out, I was like, I wanted to look symmetrical. And I wanted to put like 2 or 3 more mob farms in here. So eventually I'll come through and take all this stuff out because these are all dispensers and observers. And actually put, oh, actually I won't put any more in here because, yeah, I just don't need to. But it actually has a whole mob farm in here. And if I would have done the floor correctly, I could have put an additional 2 or 3 in here. Or an additional 1 or 2 in here, so yeah. Yeah. It's massive. But a lot of these builds that I did actually have farms in them. So this was all duped, so it's all this was all duped, so it's only ever gonna be decoration block. That's why that's there. But this is an iron farm that's been going since 5 years, so whenever you see a new one, it's really not a new one, just a different way. This is a sugarcane farm. Yeah. So it's modeled after a bathhouse. So it's like an old Rome, Greece bathhouse. So what it's modeled after, and then yeah, this is a council building. But this is actually, we go inside here, a whole bunch of villager traders. So yeah, I've been going for 5 years, so if I didn't have something good, like, I'd be concerned. All right. All right, you're all good. You're all good, Aaron. Yeah. Sleep is a good thing. Sleep is a good thing. Yeah. I need to work at actually finishing this build. So I've done a little bit towards it. Ah, Danny, thank you so much for the follow. Yo. Do you want to see the big build too? I did. Yes. If you want an idea of scale, each line of this is 62 tall, and there's 12 like individual columns between each column, so that's like that much of my inventory to do one of those stacks, and all of that was traded for villager trading between the iron farm and yeah. A lot of fun. Swear I'm a near human being. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Plus, I really like this floor pattern. Like, when I came up with this, I was super happy. I was super happy when I came up with this. So, if you're wondering where I got all this, it was Piglin bartering. So, it is right up there. But right now, we got to go get a lot of wood. We got to go get a lot of wood because we got a lot of chests. Yo, Danny, thank you so much for the likes. So, I want to fill this up with chests. You know, I really hate having to playing like legit. Yeah. Oh, 777, let's go, Lucky. Appreciates that, honestly. I do. But, so I want to fill this up with... I want to fill this up with chests because I think we're going to need that many plus more. So... for what we're working on right now. Oh no, not the hardcore world. I need to do a hardcore world. The only time I die now is when I'm just doing something stupid. But I also don't know how much I would like doing it. So I'm still on the fence about it. It's not something like I'll be super like attached to. So yeah. I want you to know one of my other games is Escape from Tarkov. The amount of times I was extracting with the items I needed just to die to a random grenade is countless. Plus, I've spent money on Apex, so like, kind of the same thing. Oh, lie down here. Go 1K likes. Let's go. Let's go. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a lot of this stuff stacked up, and then let's go. I was a little too close to that one. Yeah. The one thing I usually have music on, but at the same time, there's a show that I really want to listen to, so I'm kind of listening to that too. All right. Mike, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. And like, I don't need to blast the stuff that I'm listening to, so. I knew tonight was going to be a lot of just a bunch of this, so. I do usually have music going, but just not now. Yeah. Good, Mike. We're actually really close to 300, aren't we? Oh my gosh, we are one away. One away. One away. Mike, put us within. Mike, put us one away. Let's go. I honestly also just got alerts figured out today, so turns out somebody didn't hit apply last time. So, yeah. Let's go, Aiden. Let's go, Aiden. W's. Huh. Dinner. Wonderful. Like that. All right. You're all good. You're all good, Danny. You're all good. Thank you so much for the likes, getting us over 1,000. It means the world. It really does. Like, I'm dead serious. It means the world. Drop down like so. But yeah, definitely need to get to sleep early for that. I totally get that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Danny. That's awesome. It is awesome and good to hear. So we love servicemen and women in this chat. Being the grandson of an infantryman truck driver, so we love it. We love it. All right, you're all good. Stay awesome. Be awesome. All right. I tried to. At some point, didn't believe it, but I learned it again. So. Now we start the fun journey. I have a really bad feeling this is going to take a lot longer than I anticipated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, wonderful. That hurt. Yeah, it hurt. That hurt. So, let's... All right. Fly back up here. Ah. You know, I don't know how much more TNT I got left in these things. Oh. I think I got enough. I think I got enough. All right. Ooh, wonderful. Why? Why so many messages? Yo, Larry Jeffrey, thank you so much for the follow. I think that for sure puts us at 300. Let's go. Let's go. I also really, I don't know how to feel when people follow me and I'm on the pause screen. No, I just like to listen to the pause screen with no audio. That's my favorite thing to do, honestly. I wish more people would do that. But wonderful. I need to update my goal. I gotta update my goal. We're at 301. Let's go. Let's update that goal. What do we go for? 310. All right. Go. So, set that up to 310. Oh, yeah. All right. Wonderful. Yo, what's up, Stickman? How you doing? How you doing? Good to know that the sticks have not been converted. All right. So, yo, Caitlin, thanks so much for liking the live. She's actually working out pretty well. Hmm. All right. Right. I don't know how to feel about that. That just feels weird having that in my inventory. I All right. So we go like that, 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 like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. Wonderful. Yes, it is a very nice wood farming machine. I love it. I love it. Show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I still play that a little bit. King Nello. If you continue to ask, that is probably the quickest way to get banned. So. I don't have old school to RuneScape installed right now, but I do. I have played it recently, so. If you want to send me a DM. I'll send you my. I'll reinstall it and send it over. So. Whoa. Wonderful. Yo. Bleak, thank you so much for the heart me. Assuming this is Mitch, yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. How you doing? It's been a minute. Oh yeah. I need to put out a video in the next couple of days, so yeah. Everything's going really well recently. I was in Costa Rica in June for work, and yeah, I'm I actually work for Hope Haven International now, so it's super dope. So Nello. Nello. I wouldn't. Staying young is good. Hmm. Yeah, I had to restart. I've restarted my computer like 7 times in the recent year or recent months. So I just got to get reinstalled. Where am I sitting at? Nice, nice. Oop. That's really good to hear. That's really, really good to hear. So I feel like I should have known that because I feel like you might have been posting that on Swap too. Like you were looking to do stuff for other farmers. Uh, and hey, if you're ever looking to make a charitable donation, that's actually not my department. I can't actually do that. That's all on marketing side. Nello, I try to stream 3 to 4 times a week now. So, and then trying to convert it all into YouTube videos. Yo, Kaylee, thank you so much for liking the stream. And yeah, so actually gone up 100. Yo, Mitch, thank you for the rose again. No, though, like genuinely, just watching and boosting the posts on the Red app is more than enough. So interactions is more than enough. So I really need to convince them to actually make a post for us on there in some way because I get to supervise volunteers. I get to work with people that are quite literally my grandparents' age all the time. No, that's actually really dope that you get to, or that you're doing that. Eventually, one day, I'd like to do something on my own, but where I'm at now, like, I could do it for 50 years and be totally happy. I messed that up. But I notice you also post a lot. Yeah. No, I've been a lot happier with it, so it beats what I was doing by about a million. I know there were definitely some Facebook posts that I'm like, that doesn't look good on paper right now. So, but hey, last year has probably been the best year of my life. So I'm going to take it. Yeah. Oy vey. A full chest isn't going to be enough. That's going to suck. That's going to suck. That's going to suck. No, I also notice, Mitch, you post a lot here on TikTok, and like you'll pop up every once in a while in my feed, and really dope seeing that too. No. But that's not the worst in the world because I've advanced a lot more on the one I have now. So, and I've actually done it legit without my brother doing it. I think my main account, like 92. No, I'm like 87 mining. And my Slayer's up there too. Did I cut out? Yeah, I did. Missed that by a little bit. But no, I don't. I don't have KixKit anymore, so that was linked to my Hotmail, and I don't know why I can't get this. That was linked to Hotmail, and I don't know what happened to my Hotmail. Like, I genuinely don't. I think mine is... Are you talking like level overall, or are you talking... Are you talking like total level, or... Yeah, combat level. Nice. I think I am up to... I'm 90 something. I got my magic really, really high, and I think that boosted it quite a bit. So, yo, Leo, thank you so much for liking the live. I really should play that because I'm fairly confident I saw payment come out of my account for a membership out of there. This is a different angle. I wish I could do over the road, but I have a feeling I would come to the same conclusion that you would, where it's just too lonely. Plus, I really don't. This is gonna sound bad. I don't like pulling trailers. Like, I can pull trailers, but like, I don't like it. I could maybe do dry van, like hot shot dry van, like. But besides that, like, I could not. Got so much respect for truckers, so. When I was working at Link, I actually had. I was working at Link over in Sioux Center. We would have. I had the same driver every Wednesday for the 5 years I was in the shipping department. So, yeah, dude, it is. I wholly believe it is super boring. Guy quit from Link, and then he was like, "I'm going, and I'm driving truck. I'm sick of it. I used to do it. I'm gonna do it." And his wife was a supervisor, and she was like, "No, he's gonna hate it in a month." He was back 2 months later because like he just missed everybody that much. It is one of those things that it's just like you don't understand like what the hours actually are behind it. Da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. It's also one of those things we'd get guys that come in and they don't look like they're talkers, but then you get them talking about one thing and suddenly you know their entire family history and it's like, what happened? Yeah. It is just one of those things that's like, like, yeah, you're on the open road, you see a lot of stuff, but like you're also taking like the bad things from like a ton of service jobs and rolling it all together. Like, well, that didn't go as planned. You're all good. You're all good, Mitch. You're all good. Yeah, just hit me up on TikTok here and we can get something going. So, well, I feel as if I might have forgotten to do something. Yeah, have a good night. Stay awesome. Be awesome. I might have forgotten to do something. And it backfired. It backfired really bad. I have a really bad feeling I'm going to need to start cutting cheese by quite a bit. Hmm. Uh, I I messed something up. I think I know what I forgot to do. So that was in some way, somehow, a very big catastrophic failure in multiple points because I forgot to dig this out and the trees were too close to the top there. So we're going to take all the redstone bits that we got, throw those in there, throw that in there, that in there, that in there. We're going to go like that, that in there, and pray that we have enough. And pray that we have enough. Nobody knows that what I see. Nobody knows we shall. On the bright side, we are incredibly close to having enough chests to do this for a while. So that's a positive. That's a positive. But we might swap up how we're doing this for a little bit. I might actually just take this. Well, that's our next farm. That's our next build. We're going to rebuild with the TNT duper. That's the one duper I think is okay. Declan, how many farms do you have? How many farms do you have? Also get the elytra. The elytra is really fun. But you might want to have a gunpowder farm and a sugarcane farm for that. So also build a tree farm that does not blow itself up. Like somebody else. Don't know who. But you already got the sugar cane, so a mob farm wouldn't be a bad idea. Living in a villager house, that's the way to do it. Might also want to build your own, but that's just me. I honestly don't know how many chests it will take to finish this up. It'll take quite a few, but I'm not sure how many. Yeah. Building your own house would be really good thing. If you can build a farm into it, that'd be a really, really good thing. So I know my first build had an iron farm in it, so it's the Tower of Winds, so probably don't do the Temple of Artemis because it can get out of hand in a hurry. I know from experience. Yeah, creeper farms are really good too. The one I have doesn't work very well, but I need to go in and make some modifications to it. Nice. Nice. That is an awesome sword. There's a part of me that wants to reset the end and actually do another end dragon fight. I tried. So when I got to the end in this build, or in this world, I wanted to do it with fireworks. I wanted to use fireworks, and then I used the fireworks, and it was super hard to hit, but also, like, they didn't actually do any damage, and it low-key made me super sad. It made me super sad. Oh my gosh. Just remember, they either stay up all the time, or you have to tear them down. You need to make that decision. And when people ask you about it, you just go, well, they just live there now. Ba, 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 ba. Let me pass. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Caitlin, I've been on this world for about 5 years. So, it's been a while. Been a very long time. And this isn't even like, this isn't my biggest like thing, so been on this world for 5 years, and I've been in this area for like the last 2, and haven't really been doing anything in the last 2 years. It's on a server, but everybody does their own builds, so. And I own the server, and currently none of the other people. We are making a storage system, and none of the other people are currently playing on it, so it kind of is what it is. But I own the server, so it stays up. We're building a storage system, so, and it's all going to be on auto sorter, so, and we're probably going to have a happy guest in here so you can access these top chests. So I think it's 16 gigabyte RAM, so I'm probably going to use the copper golems similar to how Etho is using the copper golems, and just do it where they are going between 2 chests and acting like they're doing something. So this is the build they'll be going in. So they'll be like the little tellers and interns for the bank. So yeah, Mr. Fitz, thank you so much for the follow. It means the world. We're going to get close to that 310 goal. Yeah. Yo, Marion, thank you so much for the likes. Yo, Caitlin, thank you so much for the follow. Ella, thank you for the likes. Yeah. I'm also going to have a YouTube video coming out here soon. So, well, this will be part of the YouTube video, so. I'm on Apex. I actually use Apex hosting too, so. I'm probably never going to swap off of them because at one point I got a new card, so my membership lapsed. And then I was like, I need to get this world back. Like, I didn't have a download or anything. I lost it by the computer that had the download in the flood, so. And their customer service had the world back to me within a day. So, like, when I woke up, and I'd contacted them at 11 o'clock. So, yeah, it's. I could move to a dedicated one, but like I have no reason to. They've earned my business for as long as I care, so. Because it was a situation that was wholly my fault, and they still held on to the save, so. All right. We might actually get closer than I thought. We might have enough chests, but then we're gonna need to make. Okay, so I can still access that. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. So I'll just make other people pay for the servers if I ever get to that point. But I need to try to do another series before I actually my own series before I do anything else. So, yo, Grim, thanks you so much for the follow. Yes, Grim, this is my own world. I rent the server, I pay for the server, so. Yeah. So, and this is my latest build. Yeah. It was fun when we had. Yeah, that's what this is gonna be. So, 16 chests high. If you're wondering why I have it that high, it's because I have 16 chests of stone in my other sorter, and that overflowed. So, yeah, that was totally an accident. That was totally an accident. This is straight up the best like a build has ever gone when it comes to redstone, and it's only because this is the fourth time I've done it. So, but I do have another item sorter. It's just, yeah, I never fully finished it, and yeah, it's not the point. I'm tearing down a mountain, so like you get a lot of stone and dirt from that, and it completely overran the stone already. So, yay. I was gonna show it, but then I fell. I fell and it hurt. But over by that beacon, you can see the little. I need a telescope. Single item. I have enough that it's gonna be single item. Then I'm only gonna put stackable stuff in here, so I'll probably have a middle section for the single stuff, but it's gonna be all single items, so there's gonna be a little section here in the middle that will be a shulker unloader that'll go up and then start over there and wrap around here, so and I'm thinking about getting a happy ghast in here. We'll have to see space-wise if that'll work, but I'd love to get a happy ghast in here. That way we can access the top rows without having to put like some ugly scaffolding in here. I considered something like that. I've never done like actual silo storage before, so that's pretty much just I really hate how my brain just figured that out, especially when we're this far into it. It'd pretty much be just put one here, move the chest under it over one, put the hopper on this side. I really hate that my brain just kind of figured out how to do that. I really do. I really do. Too late now. We're going to put a happy ghast in here. Too late now. I love the happy ghast. Look at the happy guy. That one's not going in. That guy's my builder. We'll probably do a blue hat for the one in here. But we're doing the happy ghast. We're doing the happy ghast. It's too late. It's too late now. No. I will not tear it down. I've already torn down one build in the last 2 weeks. We're not doing it again. Yeah, seriously, that church did not exist before last week, so. I would if I would have thought about it. Like right there. But we didn't, so. Womp womp. Did you just say womp womp? Barbecue chicken alert, what? Oh. Why did I see a chicken over here? Yeah. Rachel, it's an item sorter. So I've actually overflown 16 chests before, so. So I've overflown it. So Rachel, thank you so much for the follow. All good. I will think about it, Mr. Fitz. So yo, Mr. Fitz, thank you so much for the rose. I gotta get used to the alerts. Yeah. Hello, Ender. Yes, it's quite nice. I met a lot of them. This is Rodrigo. This is actually really easy. So, yo, Rachel, thank you so much for sharing. Sharing again and sharing again and sharing again. Sharon. R.I.P. Ozzy. Yeah. Rodrigo, this is a small build. This is a small one. Yo, Ralph, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. That would be the second one. That would be the second one that we hit. So, yeah. If we can hit two follow goals in the same one, that'd be awesome. Ender, thank you so much for the follow. Yo, Fitz with the let him cook. With the let him cook. I need a break from putting these chests down, so I think I'll show you guys what I mean when I say this is a small build. So. Oh yeah, there's the mountain that I'm tearing up. So. I also recently destroyed my tree chopper, so. Oh. Sign me up. Sign me up for MCC. So, oh, that's the overflow chest in question. So this was my first build. That was my This was my second. That was my third. This one started before that one, but that one completed before that one. They all have farms in them, so that's this one is a villager trader, this one's sugarcane, this one's iron, and then this is my mob farm. And old storage system. But yeah. Hey, Mr. Fitz, it's this one. This one. Each one, or my mob farm is probably the biggest just size wise. If I would have done the floor properly, I could have put 2 or 3 more sections in there, but I didn't do that. So you're all good, Rachel. You're all good. Stay awesome. Thank you so much. Ella, we will. But yeah, each one of these stacks is 62 blocks high, and there's 12 stacks per column. So, and you actually will be out of render distance at one end of the build. So, but yeah, this also burned me out. So what? Bobby the render. It'll go out of render distance. So, but this is the mob farm. Yeah, totally a small build. At one point, I was going to have it where these were all going to be platforms. These were all going to be mob spawner platforms. So, but that didn't work out. That was part of the reason for the roof. So at some point I got to go in and tear all this out. I'll get all the observers out of here, all the dispensers. So, but yeah. If I had done the floor right, I could have put another 2 of these in here. So, but I didn't do the floor right, so. Run any clients? If you're talking like Optifine or anything, no, I do use things like I do have like some vanilla enhancers, so I get like mob heads, we got armor stands, the shulker, 2 shulkers per shulker kill, stuff like that. So just some quality of life things. Cody, if it's after midnight, no. Yo, Shadow Wolf, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, this is actually everybody that's been on the server, or Hops, who's another streamer over on the Purple app. So yeah, Big Cody, thank you so much for the follow. We're like stupidly close to our follow goal again, aren't we? I think. Yo, Kathleen, thank you so much for the follow. Ender, no. Yo. Ella, thank you so much for the follow. I think that was us hitting the follow goal. So, Ender, because it is 1:06 a.m. for you, and nothing good happens after midnight on Minecraft if you're not already on. You did get that last little part in there because after midnight for me too now. Yeah. It's 5 years old, so yeah. Oh crap. Well, boys. Well, boys. I gotta go do something real quick. I was like, what item was I using? Oh, crap. Oh, no. Yeah. No. So, we'll go and repair this. Ender, I'm just thinking, like, get up on time and then we can put together a real good sesh the next day. Like, plus, it takes a lot of brain power. So, Ivory, thank you so much for liking the live. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. It's dark outside. I think I'm also going to turn those into a stack of... Yo, we got likes. Gonna hit 1,100 likes. Let's go. I'm gonna turn those into that so we don't have that happen again. But the wonderful thing is, so everything you see in this space, 1.22, I actually don't have any predictions. Like, I've recently got back into Minecraft like a week ago. So I hope they bring something back from the previous ones, but some of the past updates, but like one of those things that they were like, oh, well, you want this or this? I would love for them to pull the trigger and be like, like for them to bring like one of the previous things back that was like, oh, that was a really close vote. Let's bring that into the game. So I guess that's what I'd like to see. Because I think like having to choose between certain things just isn't fully good. So yeah. No, Cody, I'm on the roof. I'm on the roof. That's how old this world is. Like, we could still dupe onto the roof, and then for a while there, you could get rid of moss or bedrock with moss. So we now have a hole going through the bedrock. So yeah, that's why I got burned out. Is we cleared out the nether, and I was like, what's the point of playing this game? So, but also, thank you guys so much for the 1,300 likes. It means the world. It really does. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, I'd like to see some of those past ones come back. Like, just because it would be cool. You're all good, Cody. You're all good. I can already tell you got a big heart, and that's how you got the name Big Cody. At least that's what you tell the ladies. I'm sorry, that was out of line. Zigzag, it is a storage system for removing the mountains over in the distance. So yeah, I'm removing a mountain, so I actually already filled up 16 double chests plus like 5 more of Fitz, I am too deep. I am too deep. I am too committed to the happy gas inside the building. So I'm too committed to the happy gas inside the building. Uh, yeah, but when you're making a wall like that, like saving all those resources would really, really help. So if Fitz, I was honestly thinking about putting another one in there and another one in there to like maximize on the corner. So yeah. If I ever get bored, I'll turn it to a silo, but I am really committed at this point to the happy gas just because I think it would be hilarious. So, yo, Trey, thank you so much for the follow. So, yeah, I just think it would be genuinely hilarious. What's up, Ember? How you doing? Yeah. That's one thing I like about my world is it isn't always the fastest thing. Sometimes we're going to go for the fun idea. So that way we can mess up and forget to do something one time on our tree farm and then blow up our tree farm. So I wish I was joking. I quite literally did that 45 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're at 2,500. Need to get 3K likes. Let's go. Yeah, Ember, this also isn't like anywhere near our biggest. I'm really hoping that it's nighttime because I hate the rain so much. I hate rain. I hate it with a passion. I own the server, but my like self control or self hatred will not allow me to hit and do slash clear weather. Like it will not allow me. Let's go 3K. Let's go. I have the bed on me. That's why the bed's not over there. I have the bed on me. Oh my gosh, I can't make fun of Grian for his clip for the clip he had of the hoppers in his left hand today. I can't make fun of him anymore because I just did the same thing. Sleepless, we are currently working on our storage system and cursing the rain. So, Big Cody, Sleepless, thank you so much for the follow. I try to go live. I'm setting the schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting about 6, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And then Saturdays, it'll vary. We'll probably be in the afternoon, possibly late at night if none of my friends are on. So, but I also want to make some videos for the Red app, so I'll be taking tomorrow off so I can do that. I can edit this stream and a couple of other ones down and do a video, so. I don't know how late I'm gonna go, so. Oh, Big Cody, thank you so much. Yo, Designated Ben, thank you so much for the follow. Rain is genuinely pissing me off. Not if I'm not activating them all at once. Plus, I got quite a bit of RAM. This is a server, so this is not going to do anything to the world. So, yeah. I'm not too concerned. But yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. RMP, it's an auto sorter. It'll auto sort out. I think I got about 87, 88 sets in here. My red app is actually in my bio. Should be at Schwonky Kong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the redstone back here is actually more likely to lag the server than the chest. Oh, thank goodness. Let's go. What's up, Danny? How you doing? Welcome back. I thought you were gonna go to bed. You lied. No, you said Clash, but then you were like, I need to be up early because we're going to see the brother getting back from the Air Force. 3,400 likes is wild. It's gonna be just a lot of high quantity mats, so it's gonna be a lot of the wood. It's gonna be probably gonna be logs, stone, deep slate, a lot of stuff like that. So, and then whatever I got extra. Ah, you're all good, Cody. Oh no, oh no, Danny. Yo, Zigzag, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah. Right now, for sure, gonna have 2 lines that are dedicated to stone, and I already got those in. So, but it's gonna right here in the middle. We're gonna be doing a shulker unloader that'll then take everything up and around. So, go Adrian, Rippy, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, destructive. A massive storage room. 4K likes. Let's go. Let's go. No. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But so like the stone, I have 18 to 19 full double chests in my other one, so shulker unloader is something you can put shulker boxes into. The dispenser will place the shulker. It'll get completely unloaded, and then a piston will break the shulker, and then it'll sort the shulkers out into a separate area. Oh my gosh. Ishi. I have a German name in a Dutch county, so I'm used to having to figure out how to pronounce last names because nobody pronounces mine. Or names in general, so. I don't know why I said last names, but. Yo, Mr. Fitz, thank you so much for the follow over on the Purple app too. Let's go. I might actually have enough chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16. or we're gonna be a stack of chests short. But that's not so bad. Aw, dude, that's awesome. I have to use the TikTok app, and I am using Streamlabs. So I'm actually gonna. I usually run music, but there's a podcast that I wanted to listen to, so I'm not running music tonight. But then I also will record my VOD so I can get a separate audio track for the Red app. So, but yeah, thank you so much for the sub on there too. On our road to 500 right now. Yeah, Danny, be careful with that. So, as Zigzag, a lot of what I come up with is all other people did it. So, yeah. I don't know why I can't find a stream key for TikTok. So, rats mean people that want to steal everything off of your computer, all your personal information. So, Big Cody, thank you so much for the YouTube sub. Yeah. Look for verified sites. There are verified sites out there. I don't remember the name. Yo, I'm assuming that's Big Cody. Sweet Flame Wing or Sweat Flame Wing? No, it's Sweat, idiot. That's actually where I got my skin. I wish I remember the name of it, but I did the orange band and then got a gorilla skin and then put 2 robot arms on it. So don't be like Mumbo. I'm not sure. It's been a while. Yo, designated Ben with the 100 chilies. 100 chilies? Oh. Yeah. I figured out their app, so like at this point I'm like, okay, it works. So yeah, dude, big W on the chilies, honestly. Big W on the chilies. Like I was fighting headache after headache. Like my latest video, that's an actual video, like the 10-minute one. It's like, okay, so I had to mute everything because this didn't work properly, but I got it all figured out. So Zigzag, I would definitely recommend for some of that stuff looking up some. There are some really, really good redstoners on YouTube. I know Mumbo Jumbo does quite a bit. He's not as technical. He tends to do a lot of fun stuff, but also he will do very well thought out tutorials, or at least he did. So, yeah. But Mumbo does a lot of fun ideas. And then, yeah. Trying to think of other ones. There's quite a few other. I know the wood chopping farm that I was using was really, really simple. And Etho made it. Let me check my files real quick. Yeah. There's definitely one that's yeah. Well, for me, it's OBS that's really confusing. So I started on Streamlabs because when I started streaming, it was very, very basic. Why are you putting second chest like that? What do you mean? I'm not doing it all in one row because it's easier just to jump in one spot. So it's easier just to jump in one spot because I got to hold control the entire time anyways. So it allows me to be dumber. So because if I just jump up like that, they don't combine. That might be a difference in Bedrock. Bedrock might combine them, but so like I could do it here, but I can't do it here because then otherwise I'm just gonna. Well, that's good. That's good, Danny. But like the next level, it won't work because you're just gonna open the chest. You control it will only connect if you're actually actively looking at it. So. Oh no. Oh no, Declan. Oh no. Yeah, at least you got your stuff back. Did you hit a border? You might have hit a chunk wall and then your elytra just stopped working. I had that happen a lot. Oh no. Wait, I have 54 levels. You're not me from the future, are you? Oh, 5,500 likes is also wild. You're not from the future, are you? Yeah, this is actually all pre-recorded, and Declan is actually just really me. This is updated to the latest version. So. This is updated to the latest version. I update every time the game does. And so far my world hasn't fully corrupted. But it also means that I have to go very far out to get anything new. So that was another reason why I started out here, is because this had a lot of stuff like closer to the surface with the caves and stuff update. Caves and things update. So yeah. I wonder if there will be an end update for the next one. I feel like they haven't really done much with the end outside of the elytra. Yeah. I used to run Optifine a lot, but like when you're the only person on a server, it actually doesn't. It really does not lag at all. So. Yo, we've gained 21 followers on this stream. I'm actually super thankful for that. And we've gained a purple app and red app followers. Like, dude. The world. Dino, thank you so much for the follow. Guess we're up to 22 now. I guess we're up to 22 now. Let's make it 23. Yo, Helios James. Thank you. Helios James. Not Helios. Helios James. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. Yeah. Oh, are you talking with the chilies, dude? Thank you. Oh. Helios. Oh, okay. Okay. One meal. Yeah. I will, Fitz. If we ever get to a point where some of the previous people join back on, I might need to. I also am probably... No, I'm going to be inviting people onto the server around Christmas time, so to do a mini game that I created a while back. Yeah. How these things work. Yeah. Yo, Designated Ben, thank you so much for the 100 corn, dude. It's a really simple mini game, so we actually... Danny is being super, super protective. I can actually... let me grab these, and then... Let's stop off by this chest, and... What's up, Josh? How you doing? Drop off here. Josh, you're actually the person I need to talk to. Yeah, and Danny, thank you, or Ben, thank you so much for the 100 corn. So, Josh, I don't know how many of your people do this. How many people in fully torqued, fully, yeah, it's fully torqued. How many of them play Minecraft? So the mini game that I created is a snowball fight type mini game. And this was something that I did, I think, the second Christmas I was streaming. Because I know I had quite a few people on the server at the time. But pretty much each side has 5 targets they gotta protect. Show I was watching actually just ended. So now I got loud music in my ears. But each team has 5 targets I gotta protect. Right here, I gotta put powdered snow back in here. And like when you get all 5 targets, I'll show you the redstone underneath because this, I like what I did. So it's all hopper based. For this Christmas event, I will probably whitelist people and do a sign up sheet and then teleport people directly here. So, but all these hoppers are currently locked and there's an item here at the end. And then as you hit the targets, they will wind up unlocking because what you actually have is another hopper lock system. So it outputs into a repeater and then that goes here. And then repeater into this block turns off that torch, which unlocks the hopper. And then boom, 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 boom. You hit all 5. The item gets here. Same thing. Comparator into there. Pushes out the observer. Observer sets off 2 dispensers. They don't have fireworks on this side. And then this clock right here actually doubles back and deactivates the whole thing. So you don't have just dumping of this all. So yeah, I came down here the other day and looked at all of it and went, oh my gosh. The next thing I need to figure out is how do I get a return system to get from this hopper back to here and then all the other ones. So I don't know if I'll fix that before I do it, but Josh, I am curious because I'd love to do a walnuts versus fully torqued stream where we do this. Wyvern, thank you. I honestly have a glass of water that I have not been touching. So, but yeah. So we got the exact same thing on this side. This one's actually a lot better laid out. You can definitely tell which one is the first one and which one is the second one. Yeah, I literally, when I did it, it was just I broke everything and then used the blocks that were already here. So like you can see this is on gravel. Got diorite in here. Like it was not meant to be shown very much. So, but I also need to figure out a way to return everything with a simple button press versus having to go reset it after every game. No, I haven't, Josh. I've been pretty busy since 2 o'clock, so I haven't been on Discord all that often. Yep. I need to stop tabbing out while I'm flying. I legit died the other day doing that. Oh, hey, that'd be dope. Yeah, Cody. I will. Cody, Fitz, and anybody else here that's interested, I would highly suggest. I have a poll up on the Red app. Highly suggest going and voting and commenting on that poll. So yeah. I need to set it all up, Danny, so. There's a part of me that's really concerned that it's easier than I think it is, but then I have to remember that there's things that I do unfortunately better than some people. So I'm not sure if it's actually as easy. I also need to rethink on yeah, Josh. I also need to think on like what ways there are to throw people off, because I would love it if it was like an actual thing where you need to be concerned about the other team like helping you. I don't remember if snowballs actually throw you off or not, so that is the big hang up. So yeah, Josh, when I created it, I was super stoked, and it just never happened. Bro, we are 1 like away from 6,000. We are 1 like away from 6,000. I kid you not. Yo, Aiden, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, now we're at 60-50. I will forgive you all. I do have a Discord. I don't know if I have any active. I'll probably post, or I'll post tomorrow on the Red app, the Discord link. So put that in the community post saying, hey, currently working on this, and if you want to be a part of it, come join here. So I will probably also, I also need to put together a link tree, so. You're all good, Aiden. You're all good. We're talking about a mini game that I have on this world. I heard it the moment it happened. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun, Josh. When did I start streaming? About the same time that I started the server 5 years ago. But it's been very off and on then, so I was really consistent for about the first year or so, and then, yeah, got burned out and became inconsistent. I was also streaming Apex over on only the purple app and not doing anything red app wise, and not really anything this app either. So what's good, Yako? What's up? What's up? How you doing? So yeah. This last week is actually like was actually like kind of my renaissance for streaming again, and TikTok actually played a huge role in that. Yako, not yet. Not yet. That is still going to be a process. I'm breaking it up into like multiple small sections. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this build right now is so that I have somewhere to go with it. So, I've seen people play Decked Out. I've never played it. Like, I've never been a person that goes and does the world downloads. But I do know of Decked Out, and I know Tango's doing it again this season. Also, Impulse. Oh my gosh, Impulse is looking great. Dude is getting in shape. All right, you're good. You're good, Josh. Have a good night. Have an awesome night. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Oh my gosh, we're at 7,800 likes. So, you're all good. Cody, you're all good. Now the fun bit, the floor. I'm going to do the floor next. Because I'm fairly confident I'm going to still need more hoppers than what I have. You know, if I did math, I know they're 16 high. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. I need to put the one in at the end. I need to put the one in at the end. My brain suddenly will not let me do anything until I put one in at the end. Repeater, 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 repeater. Peter. Da-da-da-da. Oh, that's dope. That's really dope. I need to put the repeater in before I do anything else. Torch. Billy, I have sticks. Almost there. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can fight. Boom. Wonderful. Yeah, I've seen Decked Out, and it low-key looks super fun, but my brain also just like would get zapped by something like that so fast. But if you guys have a server that you run it on, be a fun little video. No, I haven't done anything like that, so. I've played with people, right? But like nobody was like a mini game builder. Like that's part of the reason why I did one is because just like to have a mini game on the server. Um so I haven't like had that whole like yo Yam, thank you so much for the follow. That full like mini game extraordinaire thing. So and also would like whitelist for something like that. um Also just need to figure. I would love to invite people to the server, but it's just at this point, it's like I am so far into the server, it's hard to ask people. Like it'd be a really hard ask, dude. We're at 10K likes. Let's go. Let's go. I need hoppers for these guys. Just one of those things that it's like it would be so awkward to ask somebody to join a 5-year-old world that has these builds on it already. Like but that's why I want to get into minigame building because well, yeah, you can whitelist people, have them come on for the mini game, do the mini game, have a lot of fun, and then oh yeah, well, bye, have a wonderful time. So put the hoppers. I'm not sure, Cody. Might not because I think console is Bedrock. This is Java. Where did I put my hoppers? Where did I put my hoppers, man? Oh my god, I'm turned into green. Ah, you're all good, Cody. You're all good. Turned into green. Dude, did I run out of hoppers? Did. Right? So tell me. No. Boogly woogly. I think I left him back at another spot. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I left my hoppers back at a different area. Yeah. I know Hermitcraft doesn't use straight vanilla anymore, right? Don't drink and drive. I was taking a drink of water. That's why I overshot. And here's my wood farm that I blew up an hour and a half ago. Ooh, I found nope, these are not the hoppers you are looking for. I put them into one of the end chests. Yes? No? Maybe? See, this is why it's gonna be wonderful when I get all my all my builds over to the other site, like all the farms, because then I won't need to go back and forth for everything. Plus, I'll be able to do an iron farm that has a lot better rates. So, yo, Jack Michael Jordan, thank you so much for the follow. Let's see. I'm just gonna do that, and then we will just make 54 hoppers, and then I will find those other hoppers in 13 weeks when I no longer need them. They're vanilla adjacent. We were a little more modded than them. But we all vote on mod editions. Yeah. Ah. I get it. Dude, we're up to 25 follows on the stream. Let's go. And also up to 12k likes. That's wild. Oh, Tyson Peterson, thank you so much for the follow. 26 now. Yeah. That's the other thing I would like to do with this space, or this world, but like that's one. Oh, this isn't gonna end well. This isn't gonna end well. Let's go sleep at the tavern. Twilight Sparkle's inside the building now. Dancing on the table. Pink Pony Club. I'm sorry. I get it done if you unfollow for that. I totally understand. But also, you probably would have done the same thing in the same position, so. Bro is just chilling on the roof. Bob, get him. Bob. We can't be missing like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need 32 more. Oh. You know, I knew that too, but my brain just never registered it. My brain just never registered it. 13k likes is also insane. I done smacked it in my head. You know what's wild? I filled an entire shulker of chests. And that got me like little 3/4 of all the chests that are in there. But it wasn't even enough to get everything. Like I was 2 stacks short what I had already done. That is just nuts. I got so terrified because I heard the burning, but then I remembered I don't have fire tick on because... Yeah. What kind of shulker farm did you do? I didn't. All the shulker shells, or all the shulker boxes you see, I've slain. So, I have the vanilla tweak where they drop 2 per. So, and with nobody else on the server, it's like the only reason why I need so many shulkers is because I manage very poorly. Yeah. So I actually went and got I actually went and got 3 stacks of them not too long ago. The reason why I paused there was because I thought I had enough again, and then yet again I was proven wrong. Again. So, my bad for being dumb. I was really confused why I was out of chest. Really confused. Then I get a little guy. Yeah. The shulker loader farms, yeah. Oh my gosh, Ben, what the world? Well, it got us up to 13k, so I appreciate that. That's actually insane. I hope your thumb recovers. Oh, Dream wishes he could be me. Still faceless, never ever shown my face. That's not true, I have. I didn't make a big deal of it. Like, you know, it'd be super dope if I posed right next to this evil villain. See, this is why I say don't play Minecraft after midnight. You would never make any good decisions. Yeah, I guess I have 32 more hoppers. It's actually getting really late. I'm gonna put in that hopper line. Yeah. I'm gonna put in that hopper line and then work on the floor for a little bit and then probably call it a night. Because it is getting late. And I want to be up at a semi-decent time. I also got there's a skeleton spawner in like right down the road from this build that I got to turn into an XP farm. Quite literally right here. Like, what the world? There's so much on this world that, like, if you looked at it, you would probably go, like, I don't think he's real, but, like, it is all legit. One very, very, very big thing. Yo, Fake, thank you so much for the follow. But make people go, oh, this isn't a real world. But nope, I have the Twitch VODs to prove it. Did have somebody dupe at one point. They're no longer on the server. Actually took a time out from the server for a while. Because they actually wound up duping netherite. So if you ever see the netherite around the door of my iron farm, that's why that's there, just so nobody uses it, and I'll notice if it goes missing. Yeah. TNT I'm okay with. Like, if it's the TNT, like it's in one module and like do like that, I'm fine with. Like, if it's anything to add blocks, I have an issue with it. So. Like, if you're talking like a TNT flying machine or just one that goes back and forth, like, yeah, that's fine. Like, that's actually what I'll be doing for my tree farm now that I've blown up my old one, is I'll be going to a system like that, so. Yeah. I just don't like duping in any sort of sense, like, and I think that's part of the reason why I don't like modded. So I like modded, like, I'll do like Sky Factory up until a point, but when you get to a point where you're like not doing anything and just auto making materials, like, just something about it doesn't feel right, and I can't do that type of modding. Yeah, the sand duping back in the day was wild. I don't even know what world heaters for perimeters are. Like, early on it is harder, but then you get to a point where it's like, and then no, it's not. Oh my gosh. Let's go to clan. At least you got a new house, though, right? At least you got a new house. New house is always nice. New house meal. We're gonna go for 10 more minutes about. Yeah. Believe that. So, I don't think I'm gonna get the floor in tonight, so, but that's alright. Go Hollywood Hines, thank you so much for the likes. Yeah. Building a house that you like is always just a nice thing, though. Like, that's why I like the Tower of Winds build so much. Really haven't fully moved out of it. Is because it's just, I like it. So, it was my first build, and I think I nailed it in a lot of ways, so. Two stories, and then the iron farm in there, like, get all that to work was actually a lot of interesting measuring and all that stuff. We're 14k likes, let's go. Question is, will we get the floor in time? In time. Does, like, the one thing I wish I had was replay mod. That's the one thing from Hermitcraft that I'm like, I wish I could get that onto this, because it would be so handy. Like, having to constantly, if I want like a time lapse, needing to go into, I don't know if I can with, is that a vanilla tweaks? I haven't like looked into that all the way, so. part of the issue would be if it is something where I need to do something, it would be porting this world with how much is in it. So that's also another kind of issue with it. Would need a fabric client. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'll look into that because that actually would be really helpful. The way that I'm doing stuff, especially now. So. Yo. Ben with the chatting popcorn. Let's go. Thank you so much for that. It means the world. It really does. Yeah. I might reach out then, yeah. Because I think replay would allow me to get time lapses if I'm thinking right? At least that's how I think. Replay mod is how Tango got the astronaut bit and the cinematic that he got it in. So, no, Julian, it's not. It's really not. I was gonna do math on how many I needed. Yeah, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 16. You're good. You're good, Ben. You're good. You're good. We're at 15K and I'm about to end it, so you are more than good. So that can't be right. It is. There's 256 chests on this wall alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flashback mod, okay. Yeah, got it. 29. All right, so there's 464 chests on that one. 1, 2, 6, 7. 16, another 16 there. Anybody want to guess how many we're up to so far? It's not 1,000 yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 16, 4, 25, 26, 27. 1 million. In total, we have 1,424 chests. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 76,896 item slots. Well, I'm doing the count for, yeah, well, it's times that. That's how many chests we actually use. Times 2 is how many chests we actually use. So, be 2,848 total chests used. But I need the 1424 for the yeah. The 1424 will be for the hoppers that I need, which I already have 17 rows of those. So you know what the title of this video is? 4,921,344 items can fit into this, assuming we don't have single slot items or buckets. Yeah. Come with me as I build my 5 million item storage unit. So, so that's 89 columns. So, no, I didn't. That's why I'm just going to round it up to 5 million. 89 minus 15. So I need 1,152 more hoppers. Oh boy. Okay, so I only need 2 lines of hoppers. That's not impossible. So only 18 lines of hoppers. It actually mass out perfectly, which is incredible. So don't ask me how it mathed out perfectly, it just did. You're all good, Ben. I'm actually going to be hopping off here, so. But yeah. So. All right. We need to go to our ending spot. And I will end there. So. Gotta go back to the Tower of Winds. Yeah, have a good night, Fitz. Have a good night. Sonic the Hedgehog, huge fan, huge fan. But then if we fly up here. Yeah. All right. We are going to end it there. So, as always, stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you're loved. That was a lot of chests that we put down. Also, kind of sad that we blew up our tree farmer, but it is what it is. You live, you learn. We got plenty of spruce, so it is what it is. We can build a better one. Better, bigger, stronger. Probably TNT duping and oak based. So, yeah. But as always, stay awesome. Be awesome. If you hear a golem dying, it's his own fault. He shouldn't have spawned up there. That's his own fault. There's a roof right above us that he could have spawned on, but he really can't because they're actually all wood slabs. So, so as always, stay awesome. Be awesome. Don't forget that you are loved. Don't forget that you make the world a better place by being it. Stay awesome. Be awesome. I will catch you in the next stream. Bye. It's really just a running joke at this point where I say bye and I go and and then just awkwardly sit here. Yeah. So, all right. I'm actually going to end now. So, bye. Stay awesome. Be awesome. Bye.